Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Jeff Xie, the co-founder of Chefling and Director of Business Development, Nancy Tu. Thank you for joining us, Jeff and Nancy.
Thanks, Fred. Nice to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, first of all, Jeff, I'll let you explain a little bit of background. We've spoken to you before, but for those who aren't familiar with Chefling, tell us what the company's all about.
Sure. So we do two things. One is help customers to discover the recipe that they can make based on their home inventory. And on top of that, they can do online grocery shopping as well as managing the home inventory easily. And so after the content is discovered, what do we do next, right? We want to help users and customers to cook this recipe and using smart appliances. So that's the second thing we do. We develop a new technology called Ultra Connect, which can work with any random given recipe online and make that work with appliances. And I think I can explain a little bit more later on in the conversation about Ultra Connect.
Right. And Nancy, you have some partnerships that you've developed for Ultra Connect. One of them is with something called Home Connect. Tell us about that.
Yes. So we're very excited to announce today at the Smart Kitchen Summit Seattle our global partnership with Home Connect and Bosch. Home Connect is the underlying Wi-Fi connection platform and API that works with the whole BSH suite of appliances, Bosch, Thermador, and Gaggenau. So if there's a Home Connect appliance, you can connect that with Chefling, be able to leverage our Chefling platform to grab any recipe, translate that, and turn that into a smart recipe, meaning you can turn those instructions that we extract the keywords from, such as oven, temperature, time, and then automatically sync that with your smart connected kitchen appliance and coordinate that across multiple appliances as well.
Jeff, why don't you give us a scenario, step us through how a consumer, once this is all operational, how a consumer is going to be able to use this?
Yeah, so we actually recorded a short video. Unfortunately, we can't play here through the podcast. But in the video, we have a girl. She's trying to make a tiramisu recipe, which was recommended by Chefling, first of all, based on her pantry matching. So this is the first step we have done, giving her a recipe that she can cook. And tiramisu recipe is a classic recipe that can require multiple appliances. The first one would be using the oven. The second one might be using espresso as one of those ingredients. And the third one might be, once you finish cooking from the oven, you have to chill it down to a lower temperature. So a fridge come into place. So imagine that this girl is using Chefling to browse this particular recipe. And then we have a control center which is designated for all the appliances involved in this particular recipe. Let's say she's browsing tiramisu, and under that recipe, there's a control center which contains the oven and espresso coffee maker, as well as refrigerator. And more than that, what we do is we extract the instructions and settings and parameters for the relevant appliances, and then we can send those instructions and the parameters directly to the appliances. So let's say what a user do. A user would click Start button on the appliances in the Chefling app, and then the appliance should start working according to the recipe already. So users don't have to go to the oven or go to the coffee maker to manually do the settings. Okay, what are the temperature to preheat, or what are the baking heating modes, or what's the duration. So people don't need to do that at all. They just click one button to start, and then we will notify them at the right time. And then we will, basically run the machine. So tiramisu is kind of a classic example that the users can coordinate these three appliances at the same time. So for a refrigerator, our partner Bosch has one unique feature called Super Cool. If you want to cool down the things that like a little bit faster, you can use super cooling feature, and it's also integrated in Chefling. It can help people save some time, and all through the Chefling app.
Now, Nancy, tell us, is this an exclusive arrangement you have with Bosch, or will you be working with other connected appliance makers as well?
We are working and looking to work with other appliance device manufacturers and different companies, and we welcome the opportunity to talk and work with other people. As of right now, it works best on Home Connect enabled appliances, but given the opportunity to chat more, learn about the partner's potential functionalities and API, that's something that we can look to integrate as well.
Interesting. So about the app, once again, Jeff, how can people get it, and when do these new capabilities arrive?
So the Chefling app is already available on iOS and Play Store to download for free anytime. But in terms of these connectivity functionalities that we developed with Bosch and Home Connect, it'll be available sometime by the end of this week. And it's available on iOS at first, and then Android platform would come maybe around 2 months later.
And for more info, where do people go?
Yeah, for more information, please visit our website at chefling.net or just Google Chefling.
Okay, that's CHEFLING.net. Nancy Tu and Jeff Xie, thank you for taking the time with us.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Fred. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you very much.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C-Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C-Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C-Crane.